Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your spirit guides message on what is going on in your life at the moment. To do this reading, we will be pulling out 3 cards together. If you of course prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find the timestamp for that down in the description box. Okay, so this will be pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. Let's see what we have. For pile number 1, you have fire. For pile number 2, you have imagination. And for pile number 3, you have air. If you prefer to pick your piles using crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Unakite Jasper in the shape of an angel. For pile number 2, you have the peach moonstone in the shape of a heart. And for pile number 3, you've got the Sodalite in the shape of a pyramid. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It will always guide you to the right readings, leading you to things that you're meant to hear at the moment that may just have a huge effect on your life. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Please note that in a moment I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And after some shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay, let's go one more time. There we go. So for pile 1, I think we've got our 4 signs. You've got Virgo, the signs Virgo, Taurus, Aries, as well as Scorpio. For pile 2, we've got the signs Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, as well as Leo. The signs for pile number 3 are, of course, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, as well as Aquarius. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, you can of course go by any other placement in your chart if this is what you prefer. It's really all up to you. These are just different options to make it more enjoyable and easier for you to pick your pile. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your... Oh, I really feel it's this one, as well as the one I'm holding right there. There we go. Today we're taking a look at your spirit guide's message on what's going on in your life at the moment. To do this reading, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested to know the names of any of them, I always list them down in the description box for you guys. All right, so, oh, okay, thank you. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Unakite Jasper in the shape of an angel. Your significator card is the fire card. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition. And if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your sign, you can always do that. Okay. Let me put these to the side, create space, and take a look at your cards. So obviously the first one that popped up here is the card Imprisonment. All right. Too early to speculate. I think I'm gonna wait. You've got Mature Man. Okay. You've got, how will we take this one? Lesson from the past. And look at the comment. There's so much fire here. All right. You also have wild animal. And some of the keywords here are camping, rifle, savage, fangs, big game, safari, hunter, savannah, jungle. Yeah, things like that. Attack. And you've got water monkey with conquer your fear. Chinese zodiac of water monkey with the keywords conquer your fear. Okay, it's starting now to come together actually. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So right off the bat, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, really nice. Okay, you've got the Two of Wands. I'll keep this right there. You have the Tower card, and first time for me to notice that this tower that was brought down, it looks like the cone of the witch hat, doesn't it? It makes me feel like a breakdown of an old idea, could be even a limiting idea or limiting belief. So yeah, let's see how that works in your reading. You've got the 10 of Cups. The King of Cups. The 5 of Cups. I do see that, especially with the 5 of Cups, something disappointing is happening at the moment, and it's not easy. I do see that you're on the brink of making a grand decision. The reason for that is that something is extreme here going on in your life at the moment. You've got the tower, you've got the comet, you've got the wild animal. And seeing imprisonment makes me feel like you're watching this extreme situation happen, and you genuinely at least think there's nothing in your hands to do about this situation. Like it's gonna burn if you come too close, and so you feel like you're not really left with much choices at the moment. But you definitely have a choice with the Two of Wands here. The choice has to do with breaking a limiting belief, bringing down a stubborn thought that you are relying, or a foundational thought on which everything else is built. The way you're making decisions these days is all built upon one stubborn thought. Something like, there's nothing in my hands to do. If I come close, it's gonna burn. If I do anything, I'll be under attack. And it does say here, conquer your fear. Which means that there is in fact another option for you to take. But it seems like something you would never even consider, because it would be crazy to consider. I feel your guides are saying you are too afraid of something coming down, when sometimes you want to participate in breaking it down. And you might think this is crazy. What? Participate in bringing it down? And I feel like you would tell your guides, do you understand what would happen if this came down? Is this even like okay to say? And I feel like your guides are saying you're so focused on something giving you fortune, when really it's not the only thing that can give you this fortune. There's so much that give you way more than what you're holding so tight that you're not seeing or considering at the moment. And the King of Cups in conjunction to the Ten of Cups shows that your guides are strongly showing you that you will be extremely fulfilled. But at the moment, it seems to be something out of consideration, and that it's very fearful, that it's crazy to even think about it, because that would be a great attack on your life, maybe on your work, on your health. I'm not sure where this lies, in which area this lies for you in pile number one. I'm sure it's going to differ from one person listening to the other. So it's a tough situation that requires a tough action. And just like the fire element, you've seen one side of this that you're afraid of, but you haven't seen the other side of the coin on how this can benefit you. Like fire, which is your significator card. Fire can burn down forests. It can hurt. It can kill. It can wreak havoc. But it's also essential. It allows us to light at night and see. It gives us warmth during the cold, harsh winter. It allows us to cook delicious meals. And so all I'm trying to say is that there are two sides to this coin. One side could be something that you're afraid of, and it's legit that you are afraid of it. But your guides want you to conquer your fear so that you can use that energy to your favor. And we'll explore in your reading today how you're meant to use this energy to your favor and to conquer your fear. But just like fire, you're not meant to be too close. It's raw energy, so you want to handle it with care. You want to use a little bit, and you want to be attentive as you use that energy or come near that energy, as you conquer your fear. There's something about, there may be losses, but the benefits are way bigger than the little losses. Let me pull out the guidebook to see this so that I would get a bit more context, because I'm not sure what exactly you could be afraid of in your life at the moment, and what is this dangerous situation. So where you feel like it's out of your hands, and I feel like your guides are saying you're stuck without realizing by choice, and it is how you're thinking about this is what's making you stuck. Let's get more guidance on how you can conquer your fear. So this is the water monkey, and it says the water element of the water monkey pillar refers to power yang water in the heavenly frequency. Imagine a deep ocean, a tidal surge, raging rivers and majestic waterfalls. Yang water commands reverence and fear. We can't control it, but we can work with its forces to keep us afloat. You see? This card indicates that there are opportunities ahead. Guys, do you see? But you must have the courage to deal with the uncertainties. Oh my God, it's exactly it. The monkey, a yang metal sign, is courageous and protective. The monkey is also a travel star, meaning it triggers change and excitement when it appears in a reading. There's the water monkey. Expect a new horizon opening up for you. You're excited, but at the same time also terrified of the unknown. Let that excitement be your guide. The more you follow your excitement, the less fear has a hold on you. Think of an instance when you were glad you took a risk and rose above your fear. It's natural to have fears, although fear itself can be tricky. Does your fear keep you safe, or does it keep you stuck? Does it create opportunities, or take them away from you? Train your heart to discern whether the fear is real or only in your mind, and thus taking us to the decision we've been seeing. The world is your oyster, and there's so much more waiting for you that you can have. Don't cry over the spilt milk or the little losses along the way as you're trying to achieve something bigger. Let the little losses go. Move past them. Don't take it so hard. Along the way, you learn how to balance your emotions. And that will be one of the powerful things you learn in this journey, because there is fear. As you learn to watch the disappointment and move past it, you become stronger and you build thicker skin, and your emotions aren't hurt any longer. And that will lead to ultimate happiness. You go from feeling stuck and afraid to being fully emotionally fulfilled. And that leads to your growth and maturity, emotional maturity. It's a huge lesson that you're going through at the moment. And I kind of feel like it's a cycle. You're going to go through this lesson anyway, is what I'm feeling here. And it's your choice to take that initiative and work with that energy, as we've seen in your guidebook, because it's going to happen anyway. And work with that energy and start learning the disappointment and how to move past it and how to build that thicker skin in order to receive what you are meant to receive, or that you will be put in that situation anyway, somewhere, somehow, and things will come down. You will learn, you will build that thicker skin And you will also realize that there's more than what meets the eye for you. It's all in your hands. Now, take command of it. Don't let it take command of you. Okay, so now let's see, how is it in your hands? And what are you guided to do? What decision you're guided to do? And how to take that soft approach to this raw energy, because it seems like it's not easy at all to deal with. So let's see how your guides are showing you how you can do that in the best way. Okay, I do see these sliding out. Also, the next ones are sliding out. Let's take them. You've got the Page of Swords. Oh my God, that can't be a coincidence, right? It's about conquering your thoughts first, for sure. All right, you've got the Eight of Cups, and I want to say leaving your emotions. You know how courage is described as feeling the fear and doing what you want to do or need to do anyway? That's what I'm seeing here, right? You've got the Seven of Wands, you see? Facing it. You know what this reminds me of? It's like that concept of that I read a long time ago about Mel, her 5-second rule. Mel Robinson's 5-second rule. She talks in her book about how when you're afraid of doing something, you distract your mind, if you're so afraid, by counting backwards and then going to do what you need to do. Like going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and getting at it. That's what I'm being reminded of here. In any case, even if it's not the 5-second rule, I am seeing the idea of having a grip over your emotions. Like, don't indulge in the many thoughts that arise when you're about to do something courageous. Also, be okay that things might not work out. Be cognizant of that. Understand that this might happen, and then go straight at it. Face your challenges with the Seven of Wands. Interesting. It's like, be a warrior, because you are. Because you definitely are. It's seen here in your reading. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles. This technique or this advice is what will give you what you're looking for. Because the Queen of Pentacles, as you know, lives in the realm of her dreams. She's created her reality for yourself. And while at the moment you might think you're okay, playing it safe, but you know that this is not the best situation that you want to be in, and it's not what you deserve, and it's really limiting in so many ways. You deserve way more than what's going on at the moment. And so it is always about training, going back and forth, taking command of your thoughts, then moving right at it, and being okay with the losses. That's the most important thing. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got the Magician. Don't forget energy. Don't forget energy. All right. We'll talk about this in a moment. It depends on the card. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. Queen of Cups is what? Emotional balance. It's healing. It's how we handle gracefully ourselves and others, right? And so remember, as within, so without. Don't forget these two while you're getting into it. And while it's okay to feel the fear and do it anyway, also remember to treat yourself gracefully, because you are going through something outside of your comfort zone, and you are going through a new experience that you're still growing into. So speak to yourself kindly and handle yourself gracefully. It's always be the first to pat on your back. Always be the first to encourage yourself. Always be the first to say, it's okay, we didn't make it this time. Let's try the next time. Always be the kind and first kind voice to yourself. Don't talk to yourself through ever another perspective's voice. Speak to yourself kindly. For example, don't say, oh, this and this and this person might think I don't know what to do, or maybe they will think I didn't do it right, or what will this and this and this person think. Always support yourself by speaking to how you need to feel first before anything, especially in something that's difficult, that you know you're mothering or fathering yourself through. So you want to say things like, graceful things like, it's okay, we didn't do it this time. What did we learn? That's fine. It doesn't matter what happened. What matters is that we are okay. What matters is that we are okay first. The grace of emotions of the Queen of Cups is the most important thing. And the reason I'm talking about this is the Magician, as within, so without. And so, when you treat yourself kindly, in a nurturing way, especially in a situation that requires your full challenge, you become stronger. You become able to face anything. And so when your voice is kind, no other voice then matters. That's the secret to difficult situations. No matter what the chit-chatter is outside, as long as your voice is kind to you, nothing else will matter. Your inner child needs you the most. And that is how we go through our healing journey. And so always remember, as you focus inwards, speaking to yourself kindly, you vibrate higher and you make things happen for yourself. In fact, this is definitely about your friendship with yourself, because this little mouse reminds me of Michael Jackson's song, Ben. It's such a sweet song about beautiful friendships. I think it was, they don't love you like I do. I wish they would try to, if they had a friend like Ben. So always be kind and loving to yourself, encouraging to yourself, and be okay 1,000 times when things don't go right. Be encouraging, take the feedback, and as long as you're kind and nurturing, you will find that you're able to do this as many times as is needed for you to live with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here, to live your optimum life. So yeah, this situation may be very difficult and it may feel debilitating at the moment, but treat it like a fire. Don't come too close, but come close. And handle it little by little. You don't have to take on like a huge fire in the forest trying to put it down. It's like, take a little bit, because a little bit of that energy will definitely benefit you. So don't take up a challenge that is huge, that is not easy for you to tackle, but always make sure that you learn to tackle a little bit of that energy, because that little bit will give you things that you can never replace, things that you would definitely need in your life. And so be okay with the little losses for the bigger gains. And remember, your guide's most important message is that you're going to make it and that you're surrounded by great luck. Remember when the water monkey shows up, new horizons open for you. And look, it's going to open for you. You're going to be fortunate. Whether you decide to handle it now or let life handle it for you, you're going to go through that energy anyway, it seems in your reading. That's the cycle. That's what's meant to happen. And so it's better that you take the initiative and feel more in command of the situation than let the wind take you through it anyway and get the fortune. And finally, with regards to the guidance, remember with the Page of Swords to take it page by page, step by step. little fire by little fire. Don't take on more than you can handle. But you must put yourself out there to the challenge. And finally, I want to encourage you with the first step. What can you expect to happen if you take that first step? You keep getting maps. Where else did I just see that? Oh yeah, the map with the mature man here and the King of Wands. So map is knowing where you are. Oh, it's going to be so important because especially in that first action that you take, you'll get a lot of feedback on exactly where you are on the spectrum of things. Like how bad the situation is or how good you are, where you're really good, where you need improvement, what could happen, what will not happen that you were always afraid would happen, what will not happen. So you'll be able to identify where you are exactly, what your strengths are, what your resources are, and where you need to improve on things. And that is with the King of Wands, huge power moving forward. So that's the first huge benefit that you're going to get from the first time. Also with the King of Wands, from the first time, a strong power will reveal itself to you that you couldn't see before as you were avoiding this challenge. You will realize that you're holding in your hand or that you have something that's super powerful that you wouldn't have known before if you never have taken that step. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles right from the beginning. Okay, that's really nice. 10 of Pentacles, that's really cool. Judgment, wow. Okay, I'm glad I asked this question. Whoa, and the 4 of Pentacles. Guys, see, from the very beginning, once you take that step, you're going to be very fortunate as well. Because it seems like with the 4 of Pentacles, you've got so much that you haven't opened in a long time, you haven't checked, you haven't used, you don't know about, that you've got so much going on for you that you don't know because of all the locking here. It's like you're trying, see, there's a lot of imprisonment going on somehow. Like, let's say this is about looking for another job. You might just find out you're so wanted out there. Or if this is like, locking yourself at home, maybe you're guided to connect with others. I don't know what it is. I shouldn't really be guessing and interfering. You know what your situation is. It seems, in any case, that you've got so much that you don't know about, which is what I've noticed from the King of Wands from the very beginning. You'll notice that you've got a lot of power, and because you haven't used it for so long, you may have even forgotten that you've got so much. And so from the very beginning, I think with the Judgment card, your judgment about the situation will change, leading to a huge level up from the very first trial. You will notice that you might go from I'm so afraid it's debilitating to the 10 of Pentacles. Hey, I think I've got so much going on for me that it's not so bad. Yes, will you like lose a little bit here? I think you will, because you see you've got a lot of coins on the floor. But, sorry, you've got so much in there that a little bit of losses for a huge development and level up will mean nothing, because you will have so many wins or so many other advantages that it won't matter these few losses here and there. And so it looks to me like you're sitting on a huge, that's why your guides are like, you've got the Wheel of Fortune from the very beginning. You're very fortunate and you don't know it. Oh my God. I bet your guides are like, pile number 1 is just not seeing it. And it's kind of like that when you swim into the pool, it's that initial, it's cold. When you jump into it, it's cold, but then your body gets regulated to the temperature and you have fun the rest of the day in the pool, kind of energy. So it's what I'm seeing here. It's that initial, I'm outside of my comfort zone. Oh, this doesn't feel comfortable. I'm so used to keeping in my comfort zone. But once you're out, you do that powerful step. That's when your eyes will be open with the judgment to realize that you've got so much benefit, and it was such a shame to have locked yourself into your comfort zone that way for so long. There's so much more benefits that you can have outside of your comfort zone than what you're trying to protect here in your comfort zone. Your reading is so clear. Get out there. Don't be afraid of the fire. Use a little bit of it to your advantage. It's how you use it or how you do things that matter. It's not the fire itself. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see as your guide's message with regards to what's going on in your life at the moment. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your message from your spirit guides about what is going on in your life at the moment. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested to know the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful peach moonstone in the shape of a heart. Thank you. Are these 3? Yeah. Your significator card is the imagination card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Leo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition. And if after the reading you feel called to watching the pile with your sign, you can always do that. All right, so let's find out what is your message regarding what's going on in your life. So, whoa! You've got sudden wealth. Really cool. I wonder how that, are you about to get a huge surprise, huge wealth? Let's find out what your spirit guides want to say here. You're going to be very lucky with something, it seems. You've got mistaken identity. All right. Yeah. You've got mystery. You know, a fingerprint belongs to only you, right? So identity and fingerprint. Let me wait. You've got something about you. Yeah, that's better. Imagination. Sudden illness. And you've got Earth Sheep, return to your center. Wait. And you've got bird. And some of the keywords are early bird, interesting. Parrot, bird's eye view, falcon, kill a mockingbird, swan song, flying, bird watcher. All right, night owl. Right. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards for a full picture of what this message is. Very mysterious for sure. You've got the Two of Pentacles. Ground, return to your center. You've got the Five of Wands. the Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles, as well as the Five of Pentacles. There are two yous, and it might seem crazy, but your significator card is the imagination card. And so you're going to be using your imagination a little bit with me in this reading. So I'm seeing your spirit guides showing you two yous in two different paths. Like your you in this path and your you in the other path, depending on the choices that you're going to be making. Two of Pentacles, card of choices. I am seeing one path will lead to great wealth, like sudden great fortune, whatever this fortune is to that situation. And another path with sudden illness could be very unfortunate. It could make you tired. It could make you feel very unfortunate. And so you want to choose the path where you are the happiest, is the Two of Pentacles that I see here. And there is a struggle with the Five of Wands. I think it's an ego struggle with ego, not ego. Ego struggle with the two, I think it's a cockfight. And so there is an internal struggle going on at the moment. I feel like your guides want to explain to you that what is going on in your life at the moment is a great split, a fork in the road for you. That what is going on in your life at the moment will not rest and stay as it is with the Four of Swords. It's kind of like the quiet between, the quiet before the storm. And the storm could be to your favor, very much to your favor, or it could be very much against you. Depend on how you use that energy and how you imagine yourself acting and behaving and having things. And so one path, you will, the two choices from now, one path may lead to many struggles, and the other path may lead to great wealth, whatever that wealth is. It wealth in health? Is it wealth in your finances? Whatever that is, in your life moving forward. You want to be careful, because if you choose the path of instant gratification, I would say, of resting now, of doing the easier thing, it might take from you something that is very valuable to you. I mean, we can see a chicken here crying and begging for her babies back. So that's like the most valuable thing to her. And I would say that your guides are saying you want to manifest, with the imagination card being your significator card. We've got the Moonstone. There's so much magic these days. In fact, you're at the split of a road. So many changes going on at the moment. And you can either use that energy to your favor to manifest great, amazing things, live an amazing life that you may even never have experienced before, or you may go down to experiencing a huge struggle. And the choice is yours, my dear pile number 2. Yeah, you're being guided to look at the big picture, because if you look right under your nose, it might seem like it's okay. Like, what's gonna go wrong? Yeah, I mean, I rested yesterday, or I didn't do what I was supposed to do, or it could be spending money. I don't know exactly what the situation is, but if you look right under your nose and take the decision, excluding everything else and just looking at the situation at hand only, it may look like it's easy to repeat what you could be, what your guides are asking you not to repeat. But if you look at a bird's eye view, maybe at a pattern of behavior, at the overall picture of things, you might just realize that, this might not be actually okay. It looks like things may be going down. So it's a critical time of your life. Whether this is your job, your money, your health, your connections with others, it is significant, and you are on the verge of having your life split where you could be living either or life at the moment. How you live it is absolutely up to you, and it's up to your choice. I feel this is definitely saying the actions that you take today will leave an imprint on the rest of your life. I feel like your guides are definitely emphasizing on how important what you do today is for the rest of your life. It's going to change who you are with mistaken identity. What you're doing today is not just changing the course of your life, it's changing who you are, how you think about things, what you believe shouldn't be done, and what you believe is a go. Rewiring your mind. And it's very important that you do all of that as you find your center. Speaking of which, let's take a look at what the guidebook says with regards to the earth sheep. I feel like there is a strong message here for you, since this is such an important time of your life, especially that the actions you're taking these days. So I wonder what you're struggling with here. Let's find out. So return to your center. The earth sheep pillar with yin, earth, over the sheep's yin, earth. Represents the nurturing, grounding qualities of Mother Earth. Her frequency of peace is easiest to find in the quiet. The sign that prepares us for the summer to fall. The sheep encourage us to look forward to fall harvest as we say goodbye to a joyful summer. It's interesting. That's what's happening now. With hidden yin fire and yin wood, the sheep reminds us to keep cultivating our joy and compassion from within. This card is a message from Mother Earth to return to the body. Is it about taking care of your body? Earth, earth, return to the body. Slow down and allow your senses to return you to the present. Treat the body as your sanctuary. Yeah, for a lot of you, I think it has to do with your health. Tune in to what it needs. Rest when the body feels tired. Gentle movement to restore energy when it feels lethargic. And sitting in silence to find stillness when the inner voices are getting too loud. Take time out to replenish the self. Treat yourself to beauty and delights. Engage in rituals that nourish the spirit within. Earth element is associated with the center and in the body. It rules the stomach, spleen, and pancreas. Eat whole foods. I think, guys, for a lot of you, this is about the body. Eat whole foods that make you feel vibrant. An imbalance of earth can lead to worries and heaviness. Surrender them to Mother Earth to lighten up. She'll help you contain your anxieties and fears. Count your blessings to connect to her energy of gratitude and feel your body relax and your spirit lifted. Yeah, it could be the health of anything. It could be the health of your body, the health of your relationships. It could be the health of your finances, the health of your everyday life, the 6th house. And so there is an area in which you could be resting a little bit too much with the Four of Swords. Maybe you've eased out too much on something. Maybe this is actually talking about movement, because the Four of Swords is like resting, inactivity, sitting maybe down too much. So it could be like urging you to do what is necessary for your health. But really, again, it has to do with the areas of your life where there is stagnancy at the moment. So yeah, it's kind of like this is an important time. You'll either get so much benefit from that time or lose something very important to you. And so what you see beyond the veil is absolutely up to you. I think this has been established. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards to see what your message is regarding what's going on in your life at the moment. You've got the Eight of Cups. I don't know if this is another message or if it pertains to the same message. You've got the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, you've got the Eight of Wands. Look at that music. It looks like a choir. And then a symphony here in the Eight of Wands. Like things have to work together in one symphony. Like you have to vibrate. Things need all to come in harmony together. Let's find out. You've got the Seven of Swords. And you've got the Knight of Wands. I am seeing that if you decide with the Eight of Cups to walk away from what could be your comfort zone or that rest or whatever this could be, something interesting is going to happen to you. Something very unique. And I feel this idea of you being the lucky one, because you see a unicorn in that Knight of Wands. You're going to have something that very, very few people get to have in life. It's like akin to winning the lottery. You're going to be one of the unique lucky ones if you follow through in the right direction. That you're being guided to go towards. Because there seems to be a huge shortcut for you with the Seven of Swords. Here you can see that you're supposed to talk to the doorman, parler au portier, but you see one of them is distracting the doorman while the other one goes to save the chickens, right? So there is a huge shortcut in life. And maybe, I think, in your, because Knight of Wands is energy, right? Also, Knight of Wands is your desires, right? So there, I understand. If you decide to walk away, this is why this is such a significant time, and now I understand why you have imagination. If you decide to walk away from the energy you know you're meant to walk away from, things will start working harmoniously, and that's energy. With the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands, there is a symphony here. You know how all of the elements are supposed to work together for the magician to bring magic into the world? The unseen, the element of the wands and the pentacles and the cups and the swords, they're all meant to work harmoniously together for magic to happen. It's all about the four elements. They're divided into four in our world, and they become one as you go up. So all I'm trying to say is there is something missing here from great magic to happen in your life. And now I understand why you've got the veil and imagination more so than ever. Many huge things, especially when it comes to huge desires that you want in life, are going to happen for you. It's almost like there's an element that's missing. It's the earth element, which you're being guided to take care of. The earth element, where does this lie? Is it in your finances? Is it you taking care of your body? Is it you taking care of your work? Where is this earth element lying? Earth is Virgo, right? Virgo's 6th house, health, taking care of your finances, taking care of your everyday routines, taking care of your work. All of that is the 6th house. So where is there a bit of inactivity that you want to focus on? Because it will matter in even who you become. Can you believe this? Who you become, what type of life you will be living. Because with the Hierophant and the 8 of Wands here, energetically things will start working in symphony. It seems like you're a person who's already doing well in other areas. The swords, the wands, the cups. You're doing a great job. And things are moving for you in the spiritual realm with the Hierophant. Things, and the Hierophant, remember, in Thoth, it's the nail. It's the nail that, what's the word? That pins the spiritual world with the earthly world together. And so that's what's going on here. It's doing what you need so that spiritually things start working and manifesting for you. And like I showed you, there's a huge shortcut if you make use of that energy. You will start getting sudden wealth in all your desires with the Knight of Wands. This is why your guides are urging you about this moment in your life, about what you're doing in your life at the moment, saying this is a huge time of change for you. This is a time where energy is changing, it's moving. Make use of that energy. Use that huge energy to your favor and don't make it work against you. You can make use of that moving energy to fulfill unique desires that you have. It's almost like 777. You're going to be so lucky in all areas of your life, getting all the desires that you want. You know how when we say, oh my God, this person's got it all, and you are going to be one of these people, and that's your choice. Who gets it all in life? You get to have everything that you want in life. There's huge energy going on. I hope you can see it. And it's a great shortcut. You know, many people have to work so hard to get just one of these, right? Or one of that, or one of the other. And here, you take good care of you. Everything else is working for you, and you will make use of that huge energy as a shortcut where ding, 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 just like winning the lottery. What a shortcut. You get to live financially free in abundance. And so Knight of Wands shows that this is talking about really all of your desires. You're going to be someone who gets it all in life, wins at life. And what's the cost? Taking good care of yourself now. So since that is the message, let's see how you're exactly guided to do that, because that's big energy here. Let's find out how exactly you're guided to make use of that energy and to take care of yourself. The Moon card. The Strength card. Be graceful with yourself. You know, it's not about roaring and making it hard. You can see that the ant is being playful with the line. You know, take it easy kind of thing. Take it easy, but have the strength to do what you need to do. It's not like supposed to be tough. Take it easy. Do things gracefully. We'll talk about the Strength card in a moment. You've got the Ace of Swords. You can see nurture here in the Ace of Swords. Is that a parrot or a peacock? Well, the baby is a peacock. Like the parrot would be repeating, speaking. We'll find out. You've got the Queen of Cups. What does this say? Bonheur. Yes, good times. There's something du bonheur. There's good times. Oh, ménagerie. Good time. Have a good time doing this. And finally, you've got The Eight of Pentacles, the Symphony again. Unbelievable. Haven't seen this amount of symphonies in a reading before. Okay. This is definitely inviting you to enjoy the process. You want to be mindful with the Ace of Swords. You want to be very mindful. You want to speak maybe positively to yourself. You want to remind yourself what you're doing things for. There are books here. You want to educate yourself on what the right things to do is. But at the same time, enjoy it. Enjoy it, but don't forget that you're not enjoying in the direction of doing what you want to do in the moment, but you're meant to have discipline with the Strength card. And you're meant to deal with that shadow, because here the moon just showed us that this is a shadow. You've got the shadow right there, telling you to not a shadow that's protecting you from something. Maybe a shadow that's protecting you from not having to suffer, not having to feel bad, not one thing or the other. Remember, it's a shadow and it's something you don't want to listen to. But you also want to remember that you don't want to push it, right? So you want to deal with it gracefully. You want to deal with that monster, so to speak, gracefully, your shadow. You don't want to go, oh, go. I don't want to hear you, because it will come back creeping. But instead, you want to speak to it and nurture it. You want to have a good time. When it gets so bad, like take a break or something. But that shouldn't be the norm. You should always discipline yourself, speak to yourself about how you need to do the right thing. Enjoy the process, ease your shadow into it. Enjoy the process. If it's health, you can create delicious, healthy meals, for example. Take it easy on yourself. The most important thing is to enjoy it and to speak to your shadow with nurture. Like, explain to it, I would love to do that, but that's the right thing to do. And remember, you're supposed to enjoy it, but with strength. As in everything that we're meant to do, even when we don't feel like it. The key is that it's okay to feel like we don't feel like it. And that's not going to change. That's not going to change. It won't change. And if you follow that shadow or follow that feeling, you're going to stay where you are. The key is to feel it and know that this feeling is there, to go, I know you feel like that, and begin anyway. Because the hardest thing about anything that you want to do in life, the hardest is starting. Once you start, you're already in it and it's going to finish. The whole idea is to make yourself start without thinking about it. So just start and you'll find yourself automatically in the flow. You're already there. That is the symphony. Also, the mastery with the Eight of Pentacles. So don't push your shadow, speak to it kindly. If it gets so bad, like you really need a break or whatever that is, give some room for it. Also, make it enjoyable, make it fun, whatever this is. Don't be so harsh, but make it fun. And with the strength, you got to do what you need to do, And the key is always to just start. Don't listen to your shadow. Don't listen to your mind. You got to do something. Just go, I know I don't feel like it. Let's start. And you begin. And that's the key to mastering this energy. Enjoy it. Speak to it gracefully. But begin anyway. And there's a promise with the symphony that you keep getting. There is a new you, a new life. It's almost like you're shifting timelines kind of thing. And it might be hard to explain with imagination here, but there's more beyond the veil than we understand and know. But your guides are saying kind of like, trust me. All you want to know is that you want to be in harmony with this, to attune to that energy. And that is our guidance to you at the moment in your life, to attune to that energy. Make a decision, and once you walk away from it, whatever this is, don't go back. And make use of this attunement. It's the greatest shortcut to all of your desires in life. What a trade-off. Not a huge price to pay for such great luck and enjoyment for the rest of your life. And this is why it will leave a mark, what you do now, for the rest of your life. Take care of you, my dear pile number 2. And honestly, with the headset, the doctor's headset, I have a strong feeling your guides are saying, listen to us more than you've ever listened to us before. Like, all the messages, of course, that you get from your guides are important. No question about that. But this is a time when you're really being prompted to heed the call, to listen to your guidance today, this time, because this is a close inspection on your energy, giving you a close message, like showing you what's going on behind the veil, just like we use it to see what's going on inside the body, something that we're not seeing. And similarly, your guides are also giving you insight to listening to the energy, to knowing that this is one of those times, those bingo times, you know, how making use of energy to your favor, to change huge things in life. That exists. And this is one of your greatest opportunities. So your guides are saying, heed the call. You will not regret this. In fact, I want to pull out 4 cards to see how your life is changing as you heed that call, if we are allowed. Hermit, there are many things that you will find out when that happened. I had a feeling, I had a hunch. You will find out when it's time, as you're going through that journey. So there are many surprises here that you will still reveal and find out. So keep that part in mind. Page of Pentacles, okay? The Pentacles, a new start to your earth working and growing. So expect the expected here, earth. Expect, of course, the expected, that things will pick up and they will turn to color and they will change as a new page in this very area that you're not focused on. So expect many changes and upward movement there that you will really love. It's just like, if this is health, getting your health back is just the beginning. It's the minimum. That's what I mean by the Page of Pentacles. So it's only upwards from here. It's not the goal. It's not what you're gonna get. It's just the beginning. So there's also more to discover there with regards to that area that you're gonna be working on. 10 of Swords. Another thing you can expect is many of the things you're super afraid about, the pains in your life, the pains in the body, the pains in all different areas of your life, your anxieties, the things that you felt you were, important things you felt you were going to lose. You can forget that. That's not going to happen. And the 6 of Pentacles. Life will be giving to you generously. So I'm glad I asked what we're allowed to know. What you're allowed to know is obviously where you're complaining or where things could go wrong. They will come back and they're going to start going upwards from there. And imagine what upwards means. Like, that will just be the baseline. And obviously, another obvious energy is that all the pains and the anxiousness, you can say goodbye to these areas in your life. Where in your life do you feel afraid? Also talking about your anxiety, the things you were going to lose, these types of issues in your life, that's going to be the end of that with the 10 of Swords. And the more general energies is there's so much lusciousness and blessings to discover as you go through that path. Just know you're going to be very lucky, very unique in what you're going to get. And when it comes to that, life will be giving to you generously in all of the areas that you desire. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading about your spirit guides message on what is going on in your life at the moment. And I feel like your guides wanted to focus more on what's going on energetically, because that's where your guides wanted you to seize that opportunity. And my dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your spirit guides message on what's going on in your life at the moment. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested to know their names or anything like that, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite in the shape of a pyramid. Your significator card is the air card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Pisces, Gemini, and Aquarius. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition. And if after the reading you feel called to checking the pile with your zodiac sign, you can always do that. All right, so all your cards are ready. Oh, this one's sliding out. These two actually. Let's check out your oracle cards first and see what is going on in your life at the moment and what is your message. So you've got mature man. This popped up in pile number 1, I believe. All right. You've got work. Busy bees. All right. Maybe this is a time where you're working on something. Let's see. You've got and evil rule. Interesting. You know what I just remembered when I saw these two cards? I remembered the quote of how the devil works hard, so we must work harder. I don't know why that hit me, but it just did when I saw end evil rule. So let's take a look at some of the keywords here. You've got hero, final battle, oppression, communism, tyrant, fascism, magic sword, courage, also villain, revolutionaries, chosen one, resistance, the cavalry, desperate plan, evil emperor. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. So that's there. You also have, I think the reading is forcing us to respect the space of this pyramid, right? So we'll reflect on that in a moment, because you do have a triangle here. So there is an emphasis on this triangle. You've got the fire rat with light and shadow. Light and shadow. Okay, so these are your oracle cards. Let's take a look at your tarot cards and get a full picture of what your guides are saying. You've got the 6 of Cups, almost like a new generation or something. The 7 of Wands. Also, this figure here is not planning to face the challenges by fighting, but you can almost feel like, no, I'm not engaging in this. Forget it. You think we're going to play, right? We're not going to play. Kind of energy is what I'm picking up here. You've got the King of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles. Maybe not play their game, the game they're expecting you to play. What is this about, anyways? 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and the Strength card. What's going on here? I think we need to take a closer look at this card. Someone is... Oh my God. Oh, it looks like this person unalived another on a chair. And everyone's going, yes, yes, this is total evil. All right, so what is going on here? What? You want to think about things maturely. Maybe you have someone, this is about your life at the moment, right? What's going on in your life at the moment, and I'm going to just trust the process. You've had someone who's done something extreme here, maybe in your work or something. Maybe in your family with the Six of Cups, I don't know. But you've had someone do something absolutely evil here. Yes, not engaging. So final battle, right? This person is expecting a reaction from you, because this looks to me like this person is prepared, they've done something evil, and they want you to engage in this plan, in this game, because that's the game they win in. They're so ready for you to come in. Everything is set in place. They're triggering you. They've done something evil here, and they're like, now the ball is in their field. They're going to have to come and hit it back. And they're waiting for you to come play their game. I'm seeing your guide saying, be emotionally balanced and mature. And do not get engaged in this evil game that's going on here. Don't engage, because this person is 100% expecting you to engage and win. You're not going to win this. You're going to win playing your game. So what's not expected for this person is your mature thinking. You're a mature person, obviously. And so your guides are saying it's a great opportunity for you to integrate your light and your shadow. Because it's so clear, like the sun, what this person is doing. And it is an opportunity for you to heal an inner child wound, an inner child shadow. That's very clear here. And so if you resist the temptation and find the maturity and emotional balance to hold your energy off, that's going to require strength. Because with the black sheep, it seems like this person is triggering a sense of lack of belonging, is triggering a sense in you of, oh, you don't belong here, or oh, that's because you are this, and that. There's some label here with the black sheep, for sure. They're trying to maybe single you out, something like that. And so that's why they're so sure you're going to respond in a specific way. You see, with the Nine of Pentacles, this shows that you win. And you get more, and you get the winning you're wishing for with the Nine of Pentacles. The winning you are wishing for happens by holding off your energy. In fact, right next to holding off your energy, you've got the bear and the bear. You see, bears, they hibernate. And you'll find your emotional balance with the King of Cups. And your wish of winning or winning the situation through hibernation, through refusing to engage in that challenge. The Seven of Wands is always depicted as standing on a higher plateau. And so it means that you are on a higher ground. Perhaps you actually are better than this person. Maybe if this is your work, perhaps you are seen as a hard worker. There's something about you, you being privileged in something with the Seven of Wands. That is standing on a higher plateau. And maybe this person is the one who put you there. Like maybe they see you, they put you on a pedestal. So that's another thing to your advantage. Not only do you have a great advantage already, maybe some form of resource, or maybe some who you are as a person, or how hard you work, depending on where this is. but also this person puts you on a higher, on a pedestal. And so the little actions that you take, even like refusing to engage, will absolutely hit back. And so this is why your guides are saying, act in a mature way in this situation. Don't let your shadow, make you lose, essentially. And yes, it will require work from you. You do see the bees working hard, but what do they create? The honey. It tastes good, it's healthy, it's wonderful. So it might be a bit of effort for you to work hard, to not engage in something like brutal like that. Like, this is awestrucking. I don't know what this person did, but this is like gasp material. Like, what? This is evil. I understand why you get this work hard here. This is absolute evil, and I'm so sorry about that. But you win. You get the honey. You get what you're wishing for if you don't engage. Be strong is your message here. Be mature, because that's what the other person is not expecting. Mature man. In conjunction to the air element, that's like, think about this well. Think before you act. Don't think out of the Six of Cups as a card of children. Don't let your inner child, drive this. This is not the time for your inner child to drive. This is the time for your older self, your mature self, to drive this one. Because your inner child is wounded in this area with light and shadow. But your older self is enlightened and smart with the light, knows how to deal with the situation well if you do decide to stay in your emotionally balanced state. And perhaps the emphasis on the triangle here, the pyramid is what? The only existing, not pyramid, the only existing, what is it called? The 7, not miracles, the 7 wonders is the only, as far as I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the only wonder left, still standing strong. Only one of the only, not sure, but I think it's the only. In any case, all I'm trying to say is because of its solid base, it gives it a strong structure. The pyramid gives a strong structure. And so just like the pyramid, you stand your ground and nothing can knock you down. You preserve your energy, and your win lives as long as the ancient times, the work of the ancient times have lived with us, so to speak. Your power remains. No one can push you around. It's the pyramid. So yeah, don't let your inner child drive this one. Your inner child with evil could be like hurt when it sees evil, just like any child, right? Has a wound there, a wound of seeing evil, a wound of seeing maybe bullying, a wound of oppression is another keyword I see here. A wound of something along the lines of this. So yeah, don't let your inner child rule this one. In fact, let's take a look at this card. Let's see what the guidebook says about the fire rat. It will really give us a good perspective in terms of what's going on in your life at the moment and what your guides want to tell you with regards to it. Fire rat, light and shadow. Associated with the sun and summer, the most yang season, very true. And this is where we are. We're towards the end of that season. But in any case, yang fire is the element of light, love, hope, and joy. The rat is a pure water sign that rules winter, the most yin season. So that's extreme here, no longer the yin and the yang. While this animal's physical size may be small, its mere presence can bring fear and anxiety, emotions associated with water. Yeah, it's very true. The fire rat pillar reminds us that even the slightest hope can help you find your way out of the dark. And the biggest fear can motivate you to shine your best light. I feel like in your reading here, it's saying it's okay to feel afraid. It's okay to feel what you feel. It's okay for your inner child to feel what it feels. It's natural seeing this type of evilness, but at the end of the day, don't follow how you feel. Follow how you think. Sorry about the interruption. Let's continue. The fire rat pillar reminds us that even the slightest hope can help you find your way out of the dark, and the biggest fear can motivate you to shine your best light. The fire rat is a card of contrast. Like heaven and earth, there are two sides to everything. Cultivate the ability to see both sides of a story to give you the full perspective. Consider the juxtapositions that exist in your life. Can each one exist without its opposite? Where there is love, there is also fear. We each have the free will to choose one over the other. Oh my God, so cool. The fire rat pillar invites you to turn fear into love. And that's what we're seeing with the King of Cups. You're being invited to turn that fear or whatever that trigger is to your inner child into tranquility, into love, into balance, however that means to you. We'll discuss it in a moment. Inner balance, like speak to yourself to calm yourself. We each have the free will to choose one over the other. The fire rat pillar invites you to turn fear into love. It is always possible to cultivate love despite living in fear. Yin will always be the opposite of the yang. But where there is yin, there will also be yang within, and vice versa. And so in your situation, it may look all bad, but there is another energy, the opposite energy in there, and that's an opportunity. That is you being able to cultivate your energy to win or get what you want with the Nine of Pentacles, depending on what the situation is. And so we'll follow the advice. You can turn fear into love. And in that case, love means you want to have love for everything in life. Everything. You want to vibrate love. And so you might want to think to yourself, that's not giving excuses, that's just understanding. And that's not like taking off the boundaries. That's continuing to keep boundaries, but also considering, why is this person acting this way? Like, why are they so evil? They might like having empathy. And empathy does not mean removing boundaries or giving excuses. It's just what it is, understanding the status quo. Because understanding, just like the light and the shadow, and that's what you're being guided to do, to see both sides. That's when you will have the balance. Seeing both sides mean you're able to empathize and understand where this person's background is from, what this person is doing, why they're behaving the way they do. But at the same time, setting your boundaries, knowing that these are not excuses, and making sure you stand strong. So you want to have that balance for sure with the fire rat. And that is the maturity you're guided to seek. No matter how they make you feel, don't get triggered, because there's something about them making sure they make you feel a certain way. That's the strategy here, along with what they're doing. And you win the final battle by not engaging with that feeling. Nobody determines who you are ever except you. Ever except you. So that's where you stay in your center, knowing both sides and knowing if they're trying. Always remember, by the way, when someone's trying so hard to put a label on you, trying to make you feel a certain way, it's always a projection to the very wound they have. They are hurt by something and they think you're going to be hurt by that thing because that's the only logic that they have, that this thing hurts. Otherwise, they'll use other evil things on you. And so just know that this is an absolute projection. For the most part, of course, sometimes people know where they can press. But for most people, especially if they like don't know you that well, it's mostly projection. One of the things I feel like this person is using against you at the moment, you see how many hands are raised? Like they've, just like communism, like they've managed to cultivate a strong followers who like, we're in or die, you know, we're in it. We're like with you here. Some brainwashing is going on here. So you might find yourself feeling alone, but you will end up looking like the mature one. Eventually, you will end up looking like the wise, intelligent, mature one, because you've got the Nine of Pentacles, which shows that what you wish about the situation will happen if you stand your ground. So you may look, as you're standing strong, like the one left out, or you have a lot of people like maybe following this person, but you will eventually come out of this with the honey, and that is you being seen for who you are, the mature, stable one. Also, this is classy, like not getting into anything beneath you. You know, Seven of Wands is on a higher plateau. You're not doing anything beneath you. Like, you're not going to get into horrible acts like this, you know, how this represents in your energy. You're not going to imitate the energy of this crowd, is all I'm trying to say. So you'll definitely end up looking classy, educated, wise, intelligent, balanced, a very balanced person. So yeah, use your higher self, like, how can I say this? Use your mature self to deal with the situation, and don't mindlessly allow your inner child to drive this one. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest of your reading and see what your guides want to say about what's going on in your life at the moment. You've got the Queen of Cups. Again, emotional maturity, unbelievable. Okay. You've got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you've got a crowd that's putting pressure on you. But you're going to win in the end. Let's see. You've got the Hierophant. I'm getting something interesting. It seems like in this dynamics, let's say this is their crowd. For one person to win, that's the person going, yay. Can you see? That's the person here going, yay. That is benefiting from how the crowd is supporting, right? You see that? So the person that's going yay here has close supporters, and one of them is doing most of the work. The other person is the one taking on most of the pressure. I don't know why you're getting this information, but seeing the Hierophant, there are two keys here about these two people. I think it's going to benefit someone or some people listening. Just an observation that I must show you. So there are two keys here, two key people helping this specific person. One's doing all the, like, let's say, dirty work, and one is taking on most of the pressure that this person should be taking. And maybe this is key information that can help you with regards to understanding the situation better. Okay, so moving on, you've got the Four of Cups, and you've got rose-colored glasses. Refuse to put on rose-colored glasses that they present to you. So there's news here. Look at that. Oh my God, the amount of details in your reading is crazy. Let's pull out... I got some tea for you. Let's pull out the last two cards. And I see two cards here. What's this? The Ace of Cups. and you've got the Two of Pentacles, right? So like I was saying, there are two key people here. Two key people, two key energies, two key groups, something like that, that this person is using. This person with the Queen of Cups knows two things about you. First, they know that you're in tune with your emotions, with the Queen of Cups, nurturing. They know you're loving. But also, with the Queen of Cups, they know that you're strong. Queen of Cups. So they know you're strong, but they also know that you're graceful. They know that you are loving. And there is a pearl, do you see? I think you have something that they want, or there's something precious about you. There's something precious about you. Let me think. What does that mean? There's something precious about you. They know maybe that you are either well off, classy. They know that, they know that there's something unique about you, because pearls, you don't find them easily naturally, right? So there's something very high-leveled about you. At least that's how they see you. And it's definitely true. That's how you're being described. So they see you as, there's something about your air, classier. I don't want to get involved yet. They see you as classy, I would say. They don't mind going low, doing things under the table. They don't mind going low, very low in fact. So it seems like with the Hierophant, you will learn something. There's news coming, announcement. But the Hierophant means an official announcement, okay? You're guided to not ignore it. What is it? Like, don't take the bait, because you see the rose-colored glasses, how the cat, one of these two cats, one of these two people, or two energies will present, like will try to give you false hope. Your guides are saying, don't put on these glasses, these rose-colored glasses. Refrain is the word I'm looking for. Refrain from even considering this news, these rose-colored glasses that they give you. Refrain from that. Because if we look at the cup that they're going to be offering you, which is a zoom in here in your Ace of Cups, do you see? There is like the promise of something you will love. Overflowing water. Did we say is the water, right? Remember? Don't let your emotions get in the way. Yes, vibrate love, but don't let your emotions get in the way. They will make it seem like it's something that you love, that is sparkling, that's overflowing. And you're guided. So that's another thing that we're seeing about this situation. Don't pick up that cup. This is a rose-colored glasses kind of promise. And you might believe it because it's coming in an official way. But don't. This is like playing gymnastics, like trying to make something fit, gymnastics. Like they're really playing gymnastics with something that they have to make you see it positively, right? And so this will result with the Two of Pentacles where you lose balance because this person is trying to balance on an egg. You're not balancing on stable ground. You're not handling things on stable ground. And so this is a trick. You will find yourself lost for balance, as if the situation needed any more. So your guides are saying, look the other way, refrain. Look the other way, refrain from whatever is going on here. So that you always are balanced. Queen of Cups, balanced. Two of Pentacles is supposed to be balanced. But here, with all the feathers flying, it looks like this duck is losing balance for sure. So yeah, don't buy into this. And you've got 2 more cards here. You've got the Knight of Pentacles as well as the 5 of Pentacles. You see the 5 of Pentacles, it reminds me of looking for a needle in a haystack, right? And I feel like perhaps they're saying something that may have an essence of truth, but its application may be like actually looking for a needle in a haystack. So don't get involved in that, or you lose with the 5 of Pentacles. And instead, with the Knight of Pentacles, move slowly. So maybe move consistently, work slowly, and achieve things for yourself with the 9 of Pentacles. Don't buy into false promises. Maybe that's like another message. It's not related to this person. Maybe you have 2 things going on in your life at the moment. I'm not sure if these 2 are related for you because I'm seeing so many details. I'm not sure if these are connected or not, but these are 2 definite energies that I'm seeing of what's going on in the moment for you. This could even like be a relationship or something. I don't know. But in any case, with regards to this second row, don't buy into that because you lose balance. And sometimes getting your hands filled makes you lose everything, right? So it's not about trying to get more. It's about being consistent with the Knight of Pentacles. And don't risk it all for false hope. In theory, with the Hierophant, it may make sense, but in application, it may be missing a lot of facts. Also, the element of preparation and luck may not be included in this. Proper preparation, proper planning, proper information, right? With the Hierophant, proper information may not be included. And so you're really guided of avoiding this because it may make you lose. And instead, move steady and slow, and you will get your honey, so to speak. And you definitely will reap a lot of benefits from the hard work that you do. In any case, staying stable is the name of the game at this stage of your life. Whether it's dealing with this evil person or with refusing an offer that may sound good, but maybe has games on the low, like someone's not playing well. They're ready to stoop low. They're ready to use people. They're ready to use energies to give you false hopes. So don't do that. They could be using people. It could mean that they are a user. They want to use you. Use the beauty that you have. Use your beautiful heart, whatever this is. So, oh, look at that. This Queen of Cups has a net. It's kind of like you're a catch to them. Whether you're a catch in terms of your money, in terms of your love, in terms of anything, depending on what this person wants to do. They're playing gymnastics with their words. Don't take it. They're giving you false hope. Avoid it. They're going to make it sound and feel so good, but if you do take it, you lose your balance. Instead, move steady and you will get your honey or your rewards instead. So yeah, all about being mature and stable, and to think about these 2 energies very well in your next phase of your life. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck moving forward and all the protection in the world here and all the success with these 2 situations. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.